Welcome to Main Event Catering's training video on setting a bar. In this video, you will learn the process and procedures of how to set up a bar and the importance of tracking alcohol consumption. As with any setup task, it all begins with reading your paperwork. This includes your setup sheet, diagram, and beverage inventory sheet. By watching the training video on reading your paperwork, you should have already learned how to read the setup sheet. This would tell you the bar needs 2 6-foot rectangles and PVC risers, no pads or chairs, and 2 ivory cotton 132 by 90-inch linens. Let's take a closer look at the equipment section and the location notes section. The equipment section tells you who the beverage product is coming from. In this case, it says Alcoholic Beverages CTP. CTP means Client to Provide. It then says Soft Beverages and Mixers, MEC. This means Main Event Caterers is providing. Next is the types of glasses being used. Abbreviations are used to save space, but you can see there will be 5 types of glasses. R for rocks, APB for your beverage glass, APW for your wine glass, M for martini, and CH for champagne. It's okay if you don't automatically understand the abbreviations. You will learn this over time. Then, the equipment section tells you all of the standard things that are needed for the bar. This is lots of basics equipment we won't go over now, but will be covered later in the video. The location/notes section includes info on the 2 specialty cocktails. First, we have a bubbly biologist, which goes in a champagne glass, and then we have an old-fashioned soldier, which goes in a rocks glass. There's a note that says to see attached recipes, and it again states Client to provide alcohol and Main Event to provide soft drinks and mixers. After reading through the setup sheet, you should look at the diagram so you know where it is in the building you're going to be setting up the bar. The last part of the paperwork is the beverage inventory sheet. It tells you the types and quantities of alcohol that will be used that day. Once looking at this, you should confirm you have the correct starting amounts. You will later need to fill in the ending amounts. Let's take a closer look at this. The inventory sheet is laid out as a grid. You can see the highlighted column tells you the brand requested of each type of alcohol. The next column tells you the starting amount of each type of alcohol. After the event has concluded, you will need to fill out 2 columns. The first is the amount returned to the vendor. This is product that is unopened and unchilled. The second column is labeled opened and chilled. This gets left with the client at the end of the night. Anything that is chilled or opened, the client will be charged for. As a bartender, it is very important to not over-chill things and to only open bottles as needed. As a professional bartender, you are expected to provide your own bar tools. This includes an ice scoop, wine opener, bar shaker, speed pours, and a knife and cutting board. Once you have read your paperwork, it is time to start setting up. The first thing you should do is chill your product. Why do we do this first? To make sure you have cold beer and wine, even if the guests arrive early. To do this, we use bar carts and wrap them in specialty-made linen. Then you place 2 white Lexans in the bar cart. 1 Lexan will be filled with beer, wine, champagne, and then iced down to get everything cold. A second Lexan will be filled with just ice to use as drink ice during the event. Again, don't over-chill. Instead, a professional bartender should chill product as they need it throughout the night. You should never run out of cold product, but you also shouldn't end the night with more than a few bottles of cold things that are going to be left with the client. Now that you have the product chilling, it is time to set up the table and box the linen. There's a separate training video on how to box linen. Suffice it to say, a table plus PVC leg extenders plus the linen equals 1 nicely boxed bar table. Now it is time to place glassware. As mentioned before, the paperwork calls for 5 types of glasses. R equals rocks, APB stands for all-purpose beverage, APW stands for all-purpose wine, M stands for martini, and CH stands for champagne. Again, you will learn the abbreviations over time. Don't get hung up trying to write them down and make note cards now. You will pick it up very quickly at events. To place glassware, we find the front center of the table. We start with rocks glasses. They go in the center, making a triangle with a point on the front side. You can stack the rocks glasses 2 rows high to fit more glasses. As a standard, glasses always go face up on the bar, unless the bar is outside. If the bar is outside, then glasses always go face down. Then, we place the APB glasses. They flank the rocks glasses on both sides. We set up 3 rows of APB glasses as a standard. Next comes the APW glasses. These flank the APB glasses on both sides, and we set up 3 rows of APW glasses as the standard. Next comes the champagne glasses. These flank the APW glasses on both sides, and we set up 3 rows of champagne glasses as the standard. Champagne glasses always go face up because of stability, so even if the bar is outside, champagne glasses will always go face up. The last glasses we place are martini glasses. We fit as many of these as we can on the front corners of the table. Once you have all your glasses on the table, it is time to make your drink preparation area. Start by placing all liquors in the center of the table. Then, place sodas and mixers on the left side. Then, place bottles of red wine and water on the right side. This creates your drink preparation area. As you can see, it is not a very large space. Next, you must cut your bar fruit. This consists of lemons, limes, olives, and cherries. Each lemon and lime should be cut into 12 similarly sized pieces. The bar fruit fits on the table near the hard liquor. A stack of beverage napkins also fits near the drink preparation area. Then we create drink passing trays. A drink passing tray consists of 3 APW glasses filled with white wine, 3 APB glasses filled with sparkling water and a lime wedge, and 3 more APW glasses filled with white wine. Each bar should have at least 2 drink passing trays ready for guest arrival. Then, we begin to organize the area behind the bar. This begins by placing our gray bar mats in the area behind the bar. Next, we place our bar cart. This bar cart should already have the chilled product and the clean ice in it. Then we place 2 trash cans for recycling, 2 white buckets for slop. This leaves the space for 2 bartenders to actually work behind the bar. We also organize the backup product underneath the bar. Create one section that has your backup beer and liquor, a different section that has your backup wine, and a third section that has your backup sodas and other non-alcoholic drinks. It is very important to know your timing. As a bartender, you should have your bar set in about an hour and a half. You can ask for help if you need it, but should not usually require it. A professional bartender can get a fully set bar in an hour and a half. At the end of the event, all bartenders work together. First, they must consolidate all the beverages to one place. Then, they will fill out the inventory sheet accurately. Again, separating things into unopened and unchilled, which gets returned to a vendor, and things that have been opened and chilled, which are the client's and the client will be charged for. After you've filled out the inventory sheet accurately, it is time to finish breaking down the bars. Thank you for watching our training video on setting a bar. Take this knowledge with you and have a great time at our events.